Namaskar children, welcome to geography class. You know that we had done our Central Highland discussion, in which we had discussed about the complete situation of the Central Highland with Aravalli district, and it is ended to the Central Chota Nagpur plateau, and this complete area is covered by the Central Highland. And then we had discussed about the Deccan Plateau region. Now today we will continue with the Northeastern Plateau. Okay, so Northeastern Plateau में जो area आपको cover करना है वो है, it is which is we'll going to start with that. So northern eastern plateau, it is believed that to be an extension of main peninsular plateau. India plate exerted tremendous force in northeastern part of movement at the time of the formation of Himalaya region. So Himalaya mountain, huge fault was created between Rajmahal hills, which I had told you, and the Meghalaya plateau was there. So later on, this depression was filled by the sediment deposited. You know what is sediment deposited with? I had told you what figure, with the help of one figure. Is this kind of slope you can see here, and sediment reached there with the help of the rivers, and they covered this area. And this area filled by that. So Himalayan ranges are developed in this kind of process. But this is the area जो डिप्रेशन के कारण बना है. This is filled by the sediments. Okay, remember this word sediment. तो रिवर्स के थ्रू ये सेडिमेंट फिल हुआ, और हिमालयन रेंजेस जो आप आज को टेथिस ओशन की जगह दिखाई देते हैं, यू कैन सी दिस. So at the present, Meghalaya and the Karbi, which I had told you in previous lectures, Meghalaya plateau, Karbi plateau stand, Karbi Anglong plateaus stand detached from the main peninsular block, which we had told you, peninsular block which started from the Aravalli ranges and moved to the Meghalayan plateau, Kabri along, and all the areas you have seen in the lectures. So this is the whole area of peninsular plateau. So the Meghalaya plateau is further subdivided into three categories. You know that there is a Garo hills, the Garo hills, then Khasi, Garo Khasi hills are found in this region, Khasi hills. Okay, and Jaintia hills. Garo, Khasi and Jaintia are the three mountain regions. You can please take this, you can see these figures betterly in the atlases, so please see it. Garo, Khasi, Jaintias में तीन फॉर्मेट में मेघालय प्लेटो डिवाइड होता है, named after the tribal group of inhabiting this region. So Garo, Khasi and Jaintia are the three hills which is further divided in the Meghalaya plateau. Okay, so an extension of this is also seen in the Karbi Anglong hills. Meghalaya plateau is very rich. So in minerals resources, you know, high rainfall region is there. Cherrapunji or Mansanran is a good is the place where high rainfall found in this region. So Cherrapunji displays a bare rocky surface devoid of any permanent vegetation cover. So Cherrapunji is there in which region? In Meghalaya region. So like Chota Nagpur plateau and the Meghalaya plateau is same. They both are rich with minerals. So children, this is the description of the Meghalaya plateau in eastern Patan region. Now come to the very important part of Indian desert, which is you can see in the western part of Rajasthan. It lies to the northwest of the Aravalli hills, which I had told you, Aravalli hills. Okay, Aravalli hills, and this is an arid land due to the low rainfall. You know that less than 25 millimeter rainfall is found in this region. This desert track to the regional slopes, one of the western part and of this other to the southern part. So this is the region which is covered by full of desert. So southernward slope being the main outlet of Rajsamand river. You know that there are two famous rivers, Luni and Rajsamand rivers. The rocky hills you can see here, Great Luni river, जिसे हम it is this Luni river is, you can call it salt river also. Okay, Luni is a salty river and about 1000 meter in the height. Okay, 1000 meter height of the Luni river is 1000 meter. Okay, so Luni river is a very important river of Rajasthan. This region is moving with sands. Rainfall is called जो रेनफॉल आपके डेजर्ट एरिया में होती है, दिस रेनफॉल इज कॉल्ड मरुस्थली. द ईस्टर्न पार्ट इज मोर ह्यूमिड, लेस देन सैंडी. Okay, which part I am talking about? Eastern part. Eastern part as comparison to the western region is less sandy and steppe vegetation has been found here. comparison to this is the eastern part of that whole Rajasthan region. So it was once very fertile region with Satluj rivers or drained by the Saraswati river. So this is area as comparison to the western part is more vegetated. Okay, now Ghaggar is believed to be present here. Nowadays Saraswati river, the name is converted into the Ghaggar river, or it's कहते हैं Hyde rivers also we can call it. Luni is only one river of some importance. Today nowadays Luni is only river of some important factors. It is fresh sweet in the upper portion. Luni is fresh sweet in the upper portion when it entered in Rajasthan, but when she met with the Sambar and other lakes, or the water is converted into the salty form. So it is greater part of the area. The groundwater is impregnated salty. That's why the water of Luni river is converted into the salt form. And the largest salty lake of Rajasthan is Sambhar. Sambhar is a largest salty lake of India. So okay, the other important lake is Didwana lake, or these lakes are commonly salty lakes. Didwana, Sambhar, I will give you this, you can see in the book also. Write down the name Sambhar, Didwana, these are the rivers. Didwana river, so Didwana is a lake. It is also salty lake. These lakes are commonly salty. The Sambhar is an example of Bolson, a term used for an extensive flat depression. Okay, so generally this is the this is the completely desert region, and only Luni is a river. You can see here, this is a salty river. Okay, smaller lakes with flat floors, undrained basins which water collects after rains. Okay, and evaporate quickly are called playas. You know this name, you will read in the book, playas. ठीक है, प्लायास आर द कलेक्टेड आफ्टर, जो रेन वाटर है वो कलेक्ट होता है और क्विकली इवोपरेट हो जाता है. सो दिस इज नोन एज पलायास. और द डीडवाना इज अ पलाया लेक. अदर सच पलाया आर द कुचामन लेक, विच इज कुचामन लेक फाउंड इन द this region of Rajasthan. So eastern region of Rajasthan. Other such playas are the Sargol and Khatu lakes. Okay, so the whole region is covered with shifting of sand dunes. Okay, and barkhans, transverses from one place to another. You know that whenever you move to see these barkhans in desert areas, okay, the longitudinal dunes run to the northeastern part, southwest part. So this is the description of this Indian desert. Transverse dunes are perpendicular to the direction of the wind. एक जगह से दूसरे जगह wind shift करती है इन dunes को, between the move to the Aravalli ranges and move to the upper ranges. So this is the description of the Indian desert of Rajasthan, which is found in Rajasthan. These rivers, you have heard about the Luni river of Rajasthan and Indira Gandhi Canal. These rivers, which is I had discussed with you, have developed fertile lands in Rajasthan. So several patches of Rohi river land occur to the northern and central part of this region. Luni, Indian Canal, Indira Gandhi Canal will help to the fertile activities in the regions of Jaisalmer or the other region of south part of the Rajasthan. So children, that will help. This is the description of Indian desert of northeastern plateau. So we had discussed about two things: Garo Khasi Jaintiya, which is found in Meghalaya region, Meghalaya plateau, where it is divided into sub 3 regions, or then Karbi Anglong tak. And when you will see about the Rajasthan Thar desert, you can see about the description of it. Salty lakes are Sambhar and Didwana and some other lakes. Freshwater lake जो Luni है, when she entered, it is with fresh water, but it relate with the salty land. Underground water is salty, and it is the waters of Luni is converted into the salt form. Okay, the height of this river is 1000 meter. So this is the description of this Indian desert. So children, that is important for you to understand about the Deccan Plateau, Meghalayan Plateau, and the description of Indian northeastern plateau regions. So children, please understand, read if you are having books, and do the worksheet which I had providing you and send it to me. Okay, thank you so much and God bless you. We will continue with the lecture coastal plain in our next session, about the western coastal plain region and eastern coastal plain region. So it will help you to understand the complete physical structure of India. So I have taken this blank map in which you can understand easily ki what is the area of Thar desert, what is the area of eastern plateau, and you can understand the Deccan Triangular Plateau, which I had told you in the previous lecture. Deccan Plateau, Peninsular Plateau is covered which area? Chota Nagpur Plateau. You can see. Okay, so Chota Nagpur Plateau is here. So this is the complete description of physical features of India. So children, will continue with the coastal plains in our next lecture. Thank you so much.